You are just not seeing what your mistakes are trying to teach you. Once you understand this, your entire painting journey will change. In this video, I will show you how to paint this pot with joy and train your mind to embrace every mistakes as part of your art. Before even applying the single shade into it, I would strongly suggest to you to have one conversation within you, and that is stop looking for illusion of perfection. What I mean by is that stop creating for others. That's very important, because when the moment you will have this dilemma that I need to make my artwork very interesting, and if I'll not do that, the people will not like it. This is the single reason why people, before starting even a single brush strokes, that they keep there in their mind, and that is the biggest problem I see. Just look at your reference image, or you are working on imaginative work. You just take the color, okay, and just apply it here. Exactly what I'm just doing it here. You can fairly do this kind of approach. We want our painting to look flawless, to mirror reality, to impress others, right? But the truth is, the perfection in watercolor is just an illusion, in my opinion. When you try to control everything, you just lose the flow, right? And that makes watercolor alive. So today, as we paint this pot, don't aim for the perfect curve or flawless shadow. I'm just allowing this, let this pigment to blend by itself, and let them find their own path. That's where the real pleasure of the watercolor is. I have just mopped these, because the outer part I wanted to make it a little white, little lighter here, and I will just make the same thing here, this side as well. Just imagine that you are doing something like this. What happens is, when you are doing such kind of a work, look at my brush, look at my my attitude probably. I mean, I've just taken it, and I'll just apply the color, that's all. I will not care about what is going on there on the paper. I'll do my best. I'll do whatever I know, whatever I could. I will just apply it here. Rest, you don't need to worry about things. Okay, just enjoy the process. That's the key here. Okay, I want to make this slightly darker here, so I'm just using this two color here, and this probably it will be like a shadow of this. So here it goes all the way down here, and I just applied it here. Whatever it will come, however it is coming here, I'll just see. The most important part here is, it will just stop you to say that, okay, don't use this color, don't use this color. No, that's not. Just whatever the color it comes, whatever your mind says, just go and pick that color. That's okay. It's a completely fine. There is no problem at all. What will happen? It will happen that okay, things are not good. Your artwork may get spoiled, or things will not look so pretty. That's all. This is all can happen, right? That mindset you need to bring in here, and you might discover that certain paper reacts differently, right? And that when you are mixing color like ultramarine blue and burnt sienna, like what I've done here, it gives you a richer shadow, and that you didn't even expect it. That is the most the pleasurable things happen to you, right? That's the beauty of mistakes, because you didn't expect it, but that happened, right? They are not they're not just failure, right? They just give you feedback that you anticipated something else and given you back something else, which is way more beyond what you have earlier thought, or maybe completely different, your opposite side. But the overall, that's the feedback, that this mistake is your feedback. The artist who grows the fastest, what I have seen, is not the one who avoid mistakes, right? There's a lot of people, they are the one who just learn from each of these mistakes you are making. One thing I've learned in my watercolor journey is that growth happens when you stay curious and keep your creative spark alive. And that's exactly the kind of inspiration Craftsy, the sponsor of today's video, bring it so many people around the world. Craftsy is an amazing, community for all the creative peoples like you and me, and I think they are offering more than 2,000 inspiring classes across more than 20 creative categories, right from drawing, paintings, knitting, quilting, so many more. I've been taking few of their sketching classes, and I loved it how they bring that step-by-step lesson and made learning feels more natural and enjoyable. I kind of like it. Every class is given by the professional instructor who gives you each techniques with demonstration and expert tips, and the best part is you can learn anywhere, wherever you are, anytime, definitely at your own pace. And being a member, you will also have access to live streaming tutorials, ask questions, and engage with the community in a real time, which is, I think, great. Go to the link I've given in this video description and get your first full year of Craftsy Premium for only $1.49. And let me tell you that this offer is valid for new members only. I'm just trusting the process. I'm just applying wherever it required some darker pigments, like what I'm just doing it here. There required some darker pigments, so I'm just using that those things here. The light is coming from this side, so I'm just taking conscious decision. Okay, if the light is coming in this direction, so I'll have some darker pigments here in this section, and I'm just applying very darker, a bold patch here. That's my statement. I'm saying, oh, I don't have fear. I'm not at all fearing of anything, any mistake. I'm just adding a very little water into it. I've already given the darker pigments here. Now this is the place where I need to have softer patches like this. Did you see that? Okay, now I want to have a more lighter pigments here into this, something like this. One of the most important part I've seen in watercolor is that the trusting on the process. Does that desire, to paint stronger than your fear of messing up? When you're just painting something like this pot, right, with its earthy tone, deep shadow, and reflective surface, it's a natural to feel nervous, right? But let the nervousness becomes your curiosity. Ask yourself, what happens if I add more color here, right? What if I lift the color a bit here? What if I just let it be whatever the way it is? I'll just throw the water and see how it reacts. So everything, the process, the creating of art, the process means that you believing that beauty will emerge, and you are actually believing that the process will guide you all the way to the success. Don't look at the success at this moment, but at least it gives you the real-time feedback and tells you that, okay, this mistake is okay, there's a mistake, but actually you are learning from them, and you are learning today because you are trusting the process. Making this outline here, something like this. So that gives me the upper lid, the color, the variation of color. This is the lighter, and this is the upper part of this lid is the darker, right? And here I wanted to have darker pigment like this. Okay, so now we have this. Again, if I want to have a one more patch here, so this is the time when most of the people, their artwork goes in a different direction and they'll feel sad about it. So when you are actually, I wanted to have a very lighter pigment here, but I don't want to have, don't touch into this, just try to away from that place. Otherwise, if that mix, so everything, all the color will bleed here on under this. So the reason why I'm just giving it this here is because the light is coming from here, so we wanted to have a very lighter pigment of this shade. So that's the only reason. Okay, now we got that right. So this is how it is, and if you wanted to mask this up, you can just do that. I'm just applying lighter, very plain water here, and just left it here, and you'll see an amazing bleeding happens here into this. So this is kind of a messing up. Now what I mean messing up, you are actually taking a control that, okay, even things are going wrong, it will go wrong, I don't care about it. I'm just applying, I'm just enjoying this medium, and I'm just applying whatever knowledge I have. Okay, that's the kind of approach. All right, so now let's work on the same thing what we did here in upper section. I often say that watercolor is not just a painting a medium, right? It's a mirror of life itself, right? How we live our life. Just like our life, we make decisions, we make mistakes, and we learn from that, right? Sometimes our plans wash away. Whatever we plan, it just vanishes, and we have to start all over again. But every time we come, whatever the mistake we are just making it, from our decision, we come back stronger. We know, we become a more wiser and more confident, right? So the next time you paint, when you're making any of art, okay, and in unexpectedly doing something really, unpleasant way, don't be disheartened. Just take this as a feedback with a smile and say that, okay, whatever it happens, it given me, it teaches me the patience, right? It teaches me the patience and the adaptability with the grace. And that's the beautiful things you will be gifting to yourself in terms of creating art. Fear is the biggest enemy in creativity. We know that, right? When you paint with fear, you hesitate. You always take a second guess, and your choice, you hold your brush tighter, because you're so just holding yourself that, okay, I don't want to make any mistakes, because if I'll do something else, I'll be wasting my entire painting. But when you embrace mistakes, you set yourself free. When you open up and you say, okay, let me just enjoy the process, let me enjoy this painting, no problem. My painting will go nowhere. I will lose this painting, I'll lose my materials, etc. But that's okay. You just imagine the painting, the spot, without worrying about the perfect glaze. I don't want to make a perfect glaze. It just happened. When you have no expectation, you're actually eliminating all your expectation, your desire, from the outcome. Things will start turning out, because you are setting yourself absolutely free. You start enjoying the sound itself, the movement of your brush and the paper, the gentle spread of your pigment, right? These all the small things actually emerges and gives you a tremendous happiness. Okay, that's the moment you stop painting to impress to other, and start painting for yourself and to express that, okay, I mean, I love this medium and I'm just doing it. I don't have any expectation. I mean, just doing my job. I'm just doing my work. I mean, it may take some time. That's okay. It will take time, but let me just enjoy the whatever I'm just creating. So now again our layer has dried, and this is the time when we can just finish this artwork. Just few highlight and some darker values here and there will just apply it here. Now I'm just taking this darker pigment, and this side basically the one shade is coming, so that we will paint it here. So this, the lid, it is there. So this is the time when you see your artwork gets its more darker value into it. So this goes all the way here. Okay, this goes something like this. Very confident patches here and there. Now this lid, I mean this particular handle, we just paint it here, something like this. It goes like this, and some values is going all the way this direction, something like this. I mean, it's always good to look your subject and find the place where you need to have a darker pigments, all that. So those things are pretty good way to do that. But this is the core level of your watercolor basically. You are confidently applying the brush strokes, something like this. I wanted to have some more brush strokes like here, some pump, something like this. Now see these darker pigments, neat. I'm not going to work much into this, just one patch here, something like this, and this gives me the complete understanding of this. Now I can just have some texture sort of thing. I can just have some dry texture, or wherever I need some highlight or something to add on, I can just add it. So as I finish this pot, I want to leave you with this thought. Watercolor is not about avoiding mistakes. It's more about transforming them into something really meaningful, more pleasurable. Every time, whenever you paint and your painting is going in it is going in a wrong direction, still part of your story, right? So keep painting. Okay, don't discard it. Don't be disheartened. Keep exploring and keep embracing every imperfection brush strokes you have applied it here. It teaches you. This is more important. Just learn from that. Okay, so I hope this has given you some insight for your watercolor love. Thank you so much and have a great day.